Welcome to the ELM, the Enlightened Living Ministries. Our mission is to inspire people to elevate their relationship with God by healing emotional wounds and improving the self. We fulfill this mission by offering wisdoms that spans the ages, classes that educate the mind and build the self, and continuing the work of Jesus the Christ. Isaiah 61:3 states, "The sovereign God has filled me with his spirit. He has chosen me and sent me to bring good news to the poor, to heal the brokenhearted, to announce release to captives and freedoms to those in prison." He has sent me to proclaim that the time has come when the Lord will save his people and defeat their enemies. He has sent me to comfort those who mourn, to give those who mourn in Zion joy and gladness instead of grief, a song of praise instead of sorrow. They will be like trees that the Lord himself planted. They will all do what is right, and God will be praised for what he has done. The time has come for us to be released from the prisons of our minds that hold us captive from embracing the God within us. The enemies that threatens us are the untruths that say, "You are not good enough. You have made too many mistakes in your life. There is no place in God's kingdom for you. You have nothing to offer the world. You are nothing but a sinner." I'm here to tell you today that the life of Jesus the Christ is the promise that God has given us for a Redeemer. Through studying his life and embracing his words, we have been set free and made whole again. In the book of Matthew, we read about a conversation Jesus has with his followers. Chapter 22, verses 36 and 40 gives us the greatest commandments that will help us heal. "Teacher," the conversation begins, "which is the greatest commandment in the law?" And he said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your spirit. This is the greatest and the first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and all the prophets." Jesus made it simple for us. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. This is how we shall love God with all of our hearts, with all of our souls, with all of our minds. Once we do that, the second commandment automatically falls in place because we see ourselves and our neighbor. Seeing ourselves and our neighbor instinctively make us understand who he and she is and who we are. Recognizing the triumphs and tribulations in our neighbor also allows us to recognize it in ourselves. They allow us to embrace the God in everyone we see, including ourselves. This, my sister and brother, is the first step in healing our wounds and elevating our relationship with God. Collectively, we are the kingdom. We are the nation. We are the solution to any and all problems that have spanned the ages and plagued mankind. We are the healing we seek. We are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. Only through our willingness to recognize each other's pain are we able to embrace and heal our own. We must be the change we seek in the world. We must release the strongholds of our minds that keep us in bondage, in darkness, instead of away from the light. When Jesus said that it was necessary for him to bring the good news to the people, he was bringing them the word that would allow everyone to embrace the God within themselves. He wanted the people to know that they no longer needed to allow others to minimize their values and self-worth to heighten their own. He wanted the people to know that their own gifts and talents were sufficient because those who were heightened depended on them to stay on high. I ask you to rethink how you see yourself today. I ask you to imagine yourself as being an integral part of God's kingdom. I ask you to see the gifts and the talents that you have as sufficient and necessary in God's kingdom. Your talents, your gifts, your purpose, they are all valuable. So embrace them and let your light shine. As we work through healing God's people to elevate each and every one to a higher understanding and a greater relationship with God, we say, welcome to the ELM, the Enlightened Living Ministries, where everyone is accepted and appreciated. We are all offsprings of the Most High God. We are the change that we seek in the world. We are the answer that solves the problems that span the ages. We are all one. Welcome home, and may God bless us and keep us as we work through building up our nation and our world. I look forward to helping you grow and heal through the ministries, through the things that we offer at the ELM. May God bless you and may God keep you as we work through our healing process.